This episode of Derapy is brought to you by Darko Bloom and Neck of the Woods Entertainment. Like the video.
Stay where you are. You are. Everyone's a star. Every day is a move. Everywhere you are. Pray it can rescue you. Everyone's a star. Every day is a move. Everywhere you are. Pray.
Oh, so you don't you don't pick up the motherfucking phone, nigga? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. You are who I thought you was, nigga. You plastic, nigga. That means you motherfucking fake.
Derapy.
What you just heard was the intro song for JID's 2022 album titled Forever Story. The Forever Story. The first track was called Galaxy. It was just a bit of an intro. The plan was to cover the first 4 tracks, and the first one was pretty short. The second track I actually already covered in a different episode where I was just simply trying to put people onto JID. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop my review of that track here, and if my editor has anything to add, he will before we move on to our third track. So here is Radar by JID.
Radar, sonar, laser beams, jets, tanks, submarines, megathons, H-bomb, napalm.
I got this shit you can light with a lighter. Fuck a lighter, I can light on the stove. Dark at night, I drop a log in the fire. Wander in the woods out in the cold. I got the shit you can play for your mama. I got the shit you can play for the hoes. I got the shit you can sell to the trappers. Indicated with the K and the code. I know some rappers that I'ma say this. I know some rappers who pay, but bro, lot of money, but you played your soul. You played yourself, you played the role. I got some niggas who down the street. Some of my niggas been down the road. Lost a nigga that was down with me. You know what they say.
Let me ask you this.
You're home alone.
Have you ever become a fan of an artist in less than 30 seconds? Because I did. As soon as I heard, I got this shit you can play for the hoes, I was already in. And what's so funny is, after the first verse, I couldn't even remember much of what's said, but I just knew based off the beat, the bass, the flow, the delivery, the energy, I was already locked in. I don't know if I've ever locked into an album so fast.
We have a penalty flag thrown at the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 6 on the defense.
Okay. I like how instead of a traditional chorus or hook, we get this voiceover stating that in this rap game, JID is being penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct. And it says number 6 on defense, which was his number playing defensive back in college. I love how short and sweet this passage is, no Sabrina Carpenter, and then we get right back to some electric raps.
Okay, they got the shit they could pull out, I know it could blow out the bag. Yeah, they got the cures, the facts, you know it's sad. They put the money, the crack in the sack. They got the axis, they got the atlas, they got the map. I got the real bad bitch, I just told her to come to the back. They got the people in office, the crackers, they had us in chains. They made the law, they going hard, dang. They even started a gang. How you gonna win at the losable game? Make a chain, man, niggas say the same thing every day. Complain in the sunshine or the cloud rain, but won't lift a finger.
Derek here is going to explain why these rhymes are impressive.
Wow! They put the money, the crack in a sack. They got the axis, they got the atlas, they got the maps. I don't know. I just think the flow is kind of immaculate. But the second half of this verse really had me sold, though.
In the danger, niggas been in danger, been indentured. Now my niggas got business ventures. With my 9, I'm like 10 Avengers. Snap a finger, I could end Avengers. Rapper, singer, no killer, nigga. You a copper, you a nigga killer. Wow.
With my 9, I'm like 10 Avengers. Snap a finger, I can end adventures. Rapper, singer, no a killer. Then we get this transition into the second part of the song, which is also kinda Geodude hard.
Shit. Fuck that.
And live in harmony and peace, and the sun will once again rise up in the east.
Somebody told me when I was small that the pride cometh right before the fall. God's son died for us all, so for mine, I'm running through a wall.
Lost the battle, it's still a war.
I'ma steal a cattle, then burn the farm. We could travel, but the journey long. I prefer we get a little murder on. Drop a top on your convertible. How we feeling should concern you. We been speaking, but they never been heard. So now we screaming at you word for word. Everything a nigga learn, gotta burn. My little nigga in a hearse, I was hearing. Fuck a rap and fuck a verse, I could blur. Trying to see how many earns I could earn.
Trying to see how many earns I could earn? Jid talks about his experience in such a casual and poetic way that you almost don't realize that he's talking about homicide. The first part of this verse, he's talking about, the path he's on, this journey. It begins lightly with, well, once upon a time when I was a little boy, man, God's son died for us all. I'm running through a wall. Then just casually ups the heat on the language, talking about stealing cattle and burning farms. And by the time he gets to my man is in a hearse and I want to earn some earns, it doesn't even occur to you that his tone still hasn't changed. He's just nice with it, is what the kids would call it. But yeah,
we are watching a master at work.
Are you entertained or are you concerned? I'd be afraid, I'd be in church. I'd say a pray, I pray, I say I shade. They play like God, no play by play. We take our charge, we take our place. It'll take our hearts, it'll take our faith. But we need a majority to make shit shake. I'ma give me a quarter, I'ma get in the car, and I'ma get on the call and go state by state. And I'm picking a target, then I'm picking them off. Better be Beyonce if you say my name. Orange ambient sunlight and daylight savings might save a nigga life. It ain't never too bright to broad day, nigga. Nighttime vampires, your nigga slay a nigga. Slide like landslides and you can take they side. I'm a K9, straight in the pack. Looking for Jitty, he's straight in the back. Cracking the whip, whipping the crack. Just like them crackers that did to the black.
I had almost forgotten that there was another beat switch and the momentum. It just continues to grow. Also, low-key, my favorite part of the song here, cracking the whip, whipping the crack. Just like them crackers that did to the black. Bars. There are almost so many bars here that I can't literally spend all day going through every single line. But man, you better be Beyonce if you say my name. Never too bright to broad damn nighttime vampires at slam. It feels like Derrick Henry out here. His power is just increasing as the game goes on. Let's just finish the song.
Just as they thought I was finished attacking, the beast awoke and now I appear like the Kraken. They inferior and fear when I'm rapping, but I ain't rapping. This is spiritual, shed a territory, carrying their miracles happen. Mirror, mirror, why the fuck is you laughing? Be a deer, let me volunteer, cause I'm not in fear. I'ma jump into action. Oh shit, it's getting weird. Nah, shit is weird. Where the hell is heaven on this hemisphere? If them bitches said it, I'ma end it here. If we come together, we could send a message, but I know they never gonna lend an ear. So I got a method, one do you better, do you one better? Bet you won't do it, let's bet I will. Collect my stones, ho, collect my gems. Protect my stronghold, respect my shield. Until I'm long gone, but while I'm here, I can snap my fingers.
They'll disappear.
So just imagine someone recommends you an artist, and that's the very first song you hear by them, because that's basically what happened to me. Hell of a start, flows, delivery, lyricism, beat choice, production, extracurricular background, antics, ad-libs, the storytelling, the rhyme schemes, it's just a great song. It's what I'd call
Perfect.
Months ago when I reviewed this song, I was being a little more cautious with how I rated songs, but realistically, if I'm being totally honest, before I said it was a decent to strong 9, that I actually don't stand by that anymore.
10.
I would like to say, at this point, I'm an adult. Whether I said it at 27, 28, 29, the way that I move, the way that I feel about my opinions is, if I said it then, I meant it, and what I'm saying now, I also mean. It's a perfect song. I'm sitting here acting like there's any way that Radar by Jid could have been a better song. It's a perfect song. I'm sorry. I would listen to it every day. I would never skip it. It's fantastic. Let's move on to our next track, which is called Dance Now, featuring Kenny Mason.
Look, JID back in the city with it. Jitty done been all across the globe. They say Jit a scribbler, he silly with it when he spit it. And I hope he don't sell his soul. He should be good, man, he signed a code. He from the hood, nigga, down the road. He was just jugging right by the stove. Then they saw the patrol, it was time to roll. Saw the patrol, it was time to ride. Motor running on Memorial Drive. Got a country cousin cruising with the black man Savannah at the Florida-Georgia line. Got a couple family members in Atlanta, not Atlanta. We let on Moretta decide. They just gon' let that Beretta fly. Cause you niggas bugging, spray pesticides. It's me and the bros, it's no extra guys. And they moving weight, it's no exercise. We could pick a date to come stretch you out. Only showing muscle when it's flexing time. You can see the hustle, you can recognize. Overcame struggle when the devil tried. Let me bear it all when I'm telling God. You know I'm a rant when I talk to Jah.
10 out of 10 rap verse. I'm a rant when I talk to Jah. Jah short for Yahweh. Rants like he's talking to God. I'm a rant when I talk to Jah, like I'm gonna talk to y'all. He's going hard on the mic. Then, I'm sorry. One more. I'm Morant when I talk to Jah, like Ja Morant, the ball player. We get storytelling on the front end. Jit a scribbler. He's silly with it when he's spitting. I hope he don't sell his soul. He should be good, man. He signs a Cole. He from the hood down the road. He was just jugging right by the store. Patrol, time to roll. Saw the patrol, time to roll. Memorial Drive. Got a country cousin cruising with the Blammer in Savannah, Florida, Georgia line. This man is on a different level.
He one of them ones, brother.
Let's listen to Jid and Kenny Mason on the hook.
When the devil try, let me bear dog when I'm telling God. You know I'm a rant when I talk to Ja. Nigga said that I can't. Damn lie, ain't dapping no hand. Sanitize, gon' slide on your man. Landslide, there's a 9 in my pants. Hancock, you gon' try to recant. You can now. I can step on the ant pile. I'ma shoot at the ground. Dance now. Dance.
Hold on. He said, they say that I can't. Damn lie, ain't dapping no hand. Sanitize. We gon' slide on your man. Landslide. There's a 9 in my pants. Handcocked. That's brilliant. I mean, his hands in his because that's where his, but it's cocked because it's a gun, like the gun's cocked. You get it. You gonna try to recant? You can't now. I could step on an ant pile. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the ground. Dance now, and then we get Kenny Mason on the assist.
What a handsome gift to live in the land of sin. Riding with bags and bricks, and my little nasty chick. That's what I asked of him. Told me he grabbed my wish. You dance with the devil, you never dance again.
Dance now. Dance. 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 Dance now. Dance. 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 Dance now. Dance.
The harmonies are impeccable, by the way.
I'm not a two-stepping man. I said I do not dance. It's a gun inside my pants, and the whole world's in his hands. It depends, penny for your sins. Shooting up the block, can't stop revenge. Nappy dreadlocks like a Rasta man. Where the story ends in the plot. Look, mama said the Messiah's in moccasins. Trying to say the kids in them apartments in. Show a way to live with other options. Opulence, decadence, black excellence, and lots of it. I could cop the newest Beamer, Bentley, or Balenciagas. I could pay for this little nigga scholarship. I ain't caught up in rap nigga politics.
I could see why it might take Jid so long to write his next album, because everybody's going to be expecting some version of this. It has to be greater than or equal to what we're hearing right now. And frankly, it's some of the best rapping I've heard from anybody in our modern day today. Where the story ends and the plot begins. Look, mama said the Messiah's in moccasins trying to save the kids in them apartments and show a way to live with other options. Opulence, decadence, black excellence, and lots of it. I could cop the newest Beamer, Bentley, or Balenciagas. I could...
Take a breath, brother. Calm down, brother.
I feel like I'm being taught how to rap. I feel like somebody's like, hey, have you ever considered what the best rap sounds like? And then they put on the second verse from Jid's Dance Now. And it's funny because this seems like a lot like the amount of alliteration and the variety of rhyme schemes and the confidence in the delivery while weaving in the storytelling. It sounds like it's coming easy to him, but you can only expect more of it all throughout the album. He sets the bar so high and he continues to reach it all throughout the tape.
Caught up in rap nigga politics. Play with me, you playing yourself. Playing with death, saying my prayer. Kathy and Carl got a K on the ship. I'm in DeKalb County, you'll be carrying catering chef. Cooking up another plate of the best. Me and Crystal, why they popping like it's Crisco? Fried chicken, I'm licking her thighs. Then I put my face in her breast. I took a drive, my plug on the west side of Atlanta. He known her finesse guys with a hammer on Hamilton headshots. On the camera, knock out the dreadlock. That's a felony charge. He called the F. Niggas corner the A and get X'd out. But I only been here cause I'm trying to help. Only one you can help is yourself now. Damn lie, ain't dapping no hands.
So this song ends with Jid and Kenny Mason collaborating on a repeat of the chorus, and I just think that trying to find something bad about this song is far too difficult. It is, of course, one of my favorite songs of the album, but I have a lot of favorite songs on the album. Some of the bars to end this verse are just insane when it comes to the alliteration, when it comes to him weaving in specific things about his hood, where he grew up. I just find it to be extremely impressive. And following the chorus, we get this kind of outro for this track.
Life is a journey, you know, not a destination. Lean not towards the egoistic inclinations. Positive vibrations bring real liberation. It's the will of the heart, the strength of the mind, and the love of the Creator that will help us rise out of these sadistic situations and experience the purity that exists in a creation, you know.
So who you just heard was actually Jesse Royal. They actually spoke at the end of Off the Zoinkies, which is a song on the previous album by Jid, DiCaprio 2. I don't find pretty much anything wrong with this song. I'm feeling the strongest 9. Strong 9 to a light 10. I don't know how else to describe it. There are songs on this album that stick with me a little bit more, that go even harder, emotionally impact me on a heavier level. But when it comes to just a raw rap song, this is about as good as it gets. So yeah, I'm feeling the strongest 9 on this track.
9.
The next song we have is called Crack Sandwich.
Yeah, look, you can tell a nigga like me ain't never had shit. RP, I miss my dogs like Mike Vick. Zombies in that midnight fog, them boys sick and fall victim to a gun brawl, started over some bitches. Niggas tripping, they taking whatever's given. The irony when a nigga starving, gotta grip the biscuit, jump the fence, empty all the dishes out your kitchen. If you witness it, then click, 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 and they spill the grits, spill the kick. Fuck a fair catch, kill him, who trying to take the hit? First take, go to first base, Stephen A. Smith West, on the hip, talking shit like Skip, or Shannon Sharp shooting off the top of the clip. And if I got to bring it to you coppers, then it's gonna be sick. Put in my 10,000 hours while the clock still ticks. Zone 6, 5 fingers with the suck my dick. Me and Izzy was slapboxing, nigga bust my lip, start fighting. Little brother on some tough guy shit. But if you ever did me wrong, he on some what's right shit. Bust a left, feel the pressure like the bus pipe drip. Blood red, rum sipping, they ain't cut like this. Mama said, when you fall down, stand up, get a bandage. I ain't got cheeseburger money, make a sandwich. Why you being bad, see your dad get your ass whipped. 7 crackhead bad kids in the caravan.
The urge to not do my job and just listen to the song is so powerful. It's so strong right now. Jid makes me feel like I've never actually really attempted to rap as good as I could in my life. I know the glazing is crazy, but just hear me out. I'm literally sitting here looking at the lyrics, just reading them to myself in my head before I actually say them on the mic, and I'm like, let me just actually really lock in and focus and try and understand exactly what this man is doing on the track. So Crack Sandwich comes off as somebody that is simply just displaying their ability to rap great, but there's actually I was about to say sandwich like crack sandwich. There's actually a story that's being told throughout the track, and the first verse is really just setting up the story that we're about to hear by talking about Jid and his family and how they came up in his neighborhood, their dynamic, and what you could expect if you mess with any one of them. First bar is, you can tell someone like me ain't had shit. RIP, I miss my dogs like Mike Vick. Vick played in Georgia for the Atlanta Falcons. He also notoriously was involved with dogfighting. So Vick at one point looked back on his time of violence with dogs. Jid looks back on how his dogs, or rather his homies, died, likely violently. Michael Vick also played in Atlanta, Georgia, of course, Atlanta Falcons, where Jid was from himself. Jid talks about finding yourself in a gun brawl that starts over women, men tripping, taking whatever's given. We get a really sweet bar where he says, irony when they starving, they gotta grip the biscuit, witness it, click, click, spill the grits, feel the kick, fuck a fair catch, kill him who trying to take the hit. The football metaphor is really dope. Fair catch allows you to pause play and avoid the hit. This comes after feel the kick, like a kick that would lead to a fair catch in an American football game. Then he says, who trying to take the hit, first take, go first base. He then mentions Stephen A. Smith, of course, star of First Take, but says Stephen A. Smith West, as in Smith & Wesson, like a gun that he's referring to, like the gun brawl. Then he says off the hip. He's talking about firing from the hip, which is a gun reference, but also refers to Skip and Shannon Sharp shooting off the top of the cliff. Talking reckless leads to the gun brawl that he mentioned earlier. You are shooting from the hip while you're talking, and that leads to people shooting from the hip with actual guns. Then we have him talking about slapboxing growing up. Him and his siblings were messing around on some tough guy shit, but if you mess with any of them, they'd be on that what's right shit. So yeah, the verse is perfect. We're glazing. It's whatever. This transitions into the chorus.
Feel the pressure like the bus pipe drip. Blood red, rum sipping, they ain't cut like this. Mama said, when you fall down, stand up, get a bandage. I ain't got cheeseburger money, make a sandwich. Why you being bad, see your dad get your ass whipped. 7 crackhead bad kids in the caravan.
It's gonna be so bad. When the girl went off of Precious, and Roslyn went in.
No, Roslyn said, oh, for real, I'll see you when you get outside.
For real?
So So in the first verse, he's talking about his relationship with his brothers. In the chorus, he says, when you fall down, stand up, get a bandage. I ain't got cheeseburger money, make a sandwich. My parents used to say that to me too. Why you being bad? See your dad get your ass whipped. 7 crackhead bad kids in a caravan. So there's 7 children. He's one of 7 of them. And so in the first verse, he's mentioning his brother. In the chorus, he's mentioning his mom and his dad and their attitudes. And then in the interlude, he's talking about Rosalind and Precious and them as a family. They're like talking about a like group tussle that they all seem to get in this brawl that they were a part of. A little bit of foreshadowing for the conclusion of this story later. But you can hear that this song is clearly about family and sticking together. Here's the second verse.
You can tell a nigga like me, amateur nigga like me, metaphysical things seen in dreams, what you believe. You believe I bleed and draw blood, I'm a fucking artiste. Artist with a gun, I can give my world peace. Give your world ether, big dick of grief, I can give your girl ether. She could be the collapse of a kingdom, but kings gotta peep the seat, word to Caesar. Remind me to keep receipts, y'all shit weak. I ain't worried that bullshit leaked. See the volumes, it speaks to your broke speakers. Niggas breaking they back, trying to promote some shit that ain't even dope. They ask for my coat when I walk through the door. God flow, I don't walk on the flow. God knows y'all hoes, y'all shows ain't packing the dough, cracking the flow. I don't need no niggas rapping no more. Okay.
The short version of what we just heard, they not like Jid. He's special to the ladies, he's special to the fans. There are obviously some great bars here, like the artiste with the gun. Kings gotta peep the seat, word to Caesar, remind me to keep receipts, y'all shit weak, that bullshit leaks, see the volume, it speaks to your broke speakers. We get it, he's great at rapping, but also listen to this bridge. I think it's fun.
Cracking the flow, I don't need no niggas rapping no more.
Okay, riding my city, I am my shooter, minding my business, I am not you. Riding my city, I am my shooter, minding my business, I am not you. Riding my city, I am my shooter, minding my business, I am not you. Riding my city, I am my shooter, minding my business. How about you?
I think it's pretty cool.
Look, I do it for Royal and Rosalind, Rachel and Carl. Is he precious, destined? Strong 7 kids, different blessings. Is he athletic as fuck? All-American star, hard head. Scholarship at his school in New Orleans on the football shit. But in class, he on the smart shit. Black man using his mind, it's a target on your forehead. Gotta stay on point like a marksman. Make a mark, leave a footprint. Went for a marching. Bro graduating, so we head into the blue state. Fam celebrating, granny cooking up a few cakes. Yeah, gown on with the cap like a toupee. Handed the diploma, all the rules say, hooray, hooray, today, catch a bouquet. Tonight it'll probably be a movie. What's a Blu-ray? I got some new J's in the fade. We hit the section with the football team and a couple other professionals.
I love how Jid introduces all of his siblings from the jump, naming himself last. Strong 7 kids, different blessings. He then talks about Izzy, one of his siblings, and his journey, while also, naturally, rapping his ass off. Halfway through the verse, he says, yeah, this all sounds cool, but this is really a confessional. Around the same time, they're celebrating their sibling graduating and being a successful student athlete. They all end up in a good old-fashioned hoedown, him and all of his siblings.
Couple other professionals. It sound cool, but really this a confessional. 20 minutes in it, pressured and went to the restroom. Said they got to hitting with some women and they about to get kicked out. They ain't even tell us what that shit was about. All I really seen from the big VIP couch was a nigga swing and hit my sister right in the mouth. The bouncer tried to block the door, that way we couldn't get out. But fuck that, the whole team bust that motherfucker down. Now we fighting in the street, it's like 10 against 23. I was 17, swinging on any and everything. Bing, bing, see my brother doing buddy like a boxing ring. Roz got a bitch doing the hair weave sling. So beautiful, beating ass was like a family thing. Fighting together made us tighter in spite of how we were arguing, screaming. Now we brawling right outside of a party in New Orleans, and all the people start police calling. Pack us inside of a paddy wagon. We sardines to saltine crackers that wanna shackle us in chains. Lo and behold, they held us in the holding cell for 6 or maybe 7 hours just to let us go without a stain. But who's to blame when all of us got the same mind frame? We like a gang, mom and papa probably be proud and ashamed. Pound for pound, my sister Precious never lost a fade. Got up off the ground and she said she could hear my father saying, when you fall down, stand up, get a bandage. I ain't got cheeseburger money, make a sandwich. Why you being bad? See your dad get your ass whipped. 7 crackhead bad kids in the caravan.
What happened? What happened?
Came in the club. We're talking. We go to the restaurant. I go in the bathroom, open the door. Dang, B, you could have said sorry. But I said, B, you ain't got to say all that. It ain't that serious. And she was like, oh, it's that serious because you wasn't in the bathroom. But I said, okay, B, I got you when you come outside. Time she opened the door, Rosa said, I said, okay, we fighting.
She was in the store.
Oh, the store door.
Yeah, she was peeing, girl. She put her pants up. She opened the door
And received them.
her.
Hey, you know what?
10.
Crack Sandwich is one of my favorite songs from this album. It is perfect in my opinion. The retelling of the start of this fight at the end is hilarious. Jid saying his parents will be proud and ashamed because his siblings are moving like a gang is pretty cool. The last chorus is introduced by his father instead of his mother, but had the same message. Jid saying pound for pound his sister Precious never lost a fade. Jid's retelling of the story with his siblings and how it describes the environment he grew up in is very wholesome, yet also pretty tough. The bar is saying, pack us in the paddy wagon, we sardines to saltine crackers that want to shackle us in chains.
Damn.
Hard.
Fire.
Great track. 10 out of 10 song.
10.
Tell me what you think though. What is your favorite from these tracks that we covered today? Radar, Dance Now, Crack Sandwich. They're all dope to me. I would never skip any of them. I would recommend any of them to anyone who has not heard Jid before. Thank you to Darko Bloom and Neck of the Woods Entertainment for sponsoring today's show. These episodes, of course, are not monetized, so please consider becoming a member for as little as $1. Spoiler alert, all the songs are awesome.
Derapy. I was just a look at me, I was just a po ass nigga before I turned into a poet. Pro kids kicking the dirt, we playing bust 'em up, throw it. Ain't never been off of flat shows, the fuck is a foreign. All of my heroes had zeros and customers growing. Ain't no hoeing me, boy, I ain't going. Pistol point, rib showing, get the point. Try disciplining niggas disappointed. I participated, could have been avoided, but they kill a nigga trying to fill a void. Filling fouls in the drawer. It's a girl, it's a child, it's a boy in the world trying to drown out the noise. You heard that? You like that? You feel that? You do. You sir that, bring a bird back, alert pack, the flu. Get a knife and get a gun too. Hood niggas don't do kung fu. By the junkyard, nigga jumped you. Pull out the pump, can't punk you.
As per usual, the flows are immaculate. I was just a poor ass nigga before I turned into a poet. Pro kids kicking the dirt, we playing bust 'em up, throw it. Awesome lyricism and storytelling from the jump. Also, I used to play bust 'em up, throw it myself. Also known as fumble tackle, also known as smear the quill. The flow gets tighter and quicker as the verse goes on. The core theme of the song is that we will not be punked. Jid will not be punked. It's not the way he grew up, not the way he was raised, not the environment where that behavior is tolerated.
Pull out the punk, can't pump me, bitch. Pull out the punk, can't pump me, hoe. Pull out the punk, can't pump me, bitch. Pull out the punk, little pump, bitch. Pull out the punk, can't pump me, bitch. Pull out the punk, can't pump me, hoe. Pull out the punk, can't pump me, bitch. Pull out the punk, little pump, bitch.
What's happening, shouting from the land where the preachers always packing, shouting. No, I'm never lacking, shouted. Pulpit pulls that ratchet, eat your heart out like it's a starving pit bull. Shit, where I'm from, everybody got a tool. KP said you post your wins, you gotta repeat them again and again. But see, I was born for greatness. Why the hell should I pretend like I wasn't in the arms of Allah? Bear hugging, I feel no man nor brandish steel. Here's your fair warning. The audacity to think that I surpassed them from Atlanta streets. You must be crazy. Now let's be clear, I'm clairvoyant. I never left from zone 4, bitch. Fuck is a foreign, but I knew I dragged my nuts across the world for I was touring. Europeans raining kisses out in Paris, it was pouring. Nigga, I was just in Georgia where the gunshots was storming. Black eye, black eye, black eye. Tell the story, to be or not to be. Dead in the morning. If you knew the cage that I was raised in, shit, my nigga, then you should loot the path. I'm out here blazing. Guess he thought we jump and run cause he was pistol waving. Motherfucker, fuck the devil, boy, I'm from the A, man.
So this song features Earth Gang, which consists of the duo Olu, aka Johnny Venus, and Wow Great, also known as Dr. Dot. We're hearing from Johnny Venus, who, dare I say, holds his own on a track with Jid. I also really like how this specific verse ends. Fuck the devil, boy, I'm from the A, man. So it's like he's from the A, like Atlanta. Both of these artists are from Atlanta, but also amen, because, you know, fuck the devil.
Sweet, sweet, my, wow, greatest dot. Been frequenting the gunshot like a movie montage. Sipping Terramana, feeling like Dwayne The Rock. The way I rock, B-I-Y-K-Y-K, okay, I kick before I knock. This shit is real, killer, be killed, no model shit is been stealing with the blue steel. Straight from being Hill, I've been stealing for the pure thrill. Running up in buildings like the Grinch and Bill was life without adrenaline. Put you on the shirt, now you purge merch, jerk. Death is street, some deserve worse. You get me? You got me. I don't waste time with nigga Lil Diamond. That nigga me, you me about pricey. I don't really fuck with these niggas like Gandhi. What's up, nigga? Try me. A lot of this shit just lucky timing. What's up, nigga? Try me. Broad day brawl in the blood, little shiny. What's up, nigga? I got always sniff out a fuck nigga. Underdog, I'ma upset the front runner. Bark big, but a bite is a bit bigger. Okay, pull out the pump, can't pump me. Crocodile Dundee, Crocodile Dundee. Knocking out front teeth. Niggas is way too sensitive, touchy. Niggas is aunties. Must be having a monthly. Hit all you want, only heaven can judge me. I just be putting shit bluntly. Life too hard to go out humbly.
Pull out the pump, can't pump me, bitch. Pull out the pump, can't pump me, ho. Pull out the pump, can't pump me, bitch. Pull out the pump, bitch.
I'm gonna just say it. Dr. Dot's verse kind of clears the last verse that we heard on this song. Sipping Terramana, feeling like Dwayne The Rock, the way I rock. I YK, I kick before I knock. Bars. Running up in buildings like the Grinch in Whoville is pretty funny. Put you on a shirt, now you purge merch. Ridiculous. Death is free, though some deserve worse. Diabolical stuff. The highlight of this verse, in my opinion, though, is I don't fuck with these niggas like Gandhi. While many people know Gandhi as this great and wise figure who led a movement of peace, he also just didn't really fuck with the brothers like that. So, great verse, great song. It ends with the chorus before we get this outro where someone is just telling Jid to drop the album already. Meezy, we feel you to this day. I am feeling a decent to strong 9 on this track. It's fast and fun, and the flows are phenomenal. Great performance from Jid and Earth Gang.
9.
Now, let's take a look at the most popular song from this album, lead single, Surround Sound, featuring 21 Savage and Baby Tate.
Push the fucking pack off of the porch or break a pound down. Get the scrap if it happen to blow, it makes surround sounds. Pussy cat on my lap, push it back and go to town down. Putting rap on my back and I'm black and snatching crowns. I came back around like a nigga selling crack in pounds. I got a bag now, but it's nothing to brag about. Gun blast in the background, I'm a black man with the bloodhounds. Mac 10 making love sounds to a bad chick. She from uptown, no from down south, not a loudmouth. We could fuck around. Hit the music, baby, cut it down. Hit the doobie while you do me indubitably. I feel like I'm a bust now. I feel like a bust down. When I shine bright, blind niggas is up now. In the cut, big black truck pack sacked up. You can pick it up now, nigga. Fuck it, okay. Push the fucking pack.
The Aretha Franklin sample is so dope. Rhyming back around with crack and pounds to start the verse is dope. Mac 10 love sounds, bad chick, uptown, down south, loudmouth, fuck around, cut it down, hit a doobie while you do me indubitably. Really just impeccable. 10 out of 10 verse from Jid to start this track. Let's see how 21 Savage would follow it up on his verse.
Me and my money attached emotionally. I get the clutch, and if you get too close to me, I'm at the top where I'm supposed to be. Jumping in the gang, niggas act like they coaching me. 400 rats ain't shit but a show to me. I'm on the road and I bet that you'll hold with me. When I'm in traffic, it's always a pole with me. Pillsbury, man, I keep dough with me. Hit from the back, she giving me slurp, and I ain't even pull my pants down. Jump in the box and slide to the other side, it's always a man down. Draw down, hands in the air, nigga make one move, get gunned down. Giving out smoke so long, they don't even wanna talk no more, they just run down. No lock doors, I serve with a chop. Bitch got spent, she was hanging with a op. We call her Mickey, talk to the cops. I was on Pinedale, glass in the sock. Back in the day, I invest in the block. Fast forward now, I'm investing in stocks. I put a drum on the heckling cots. Don't play cause I'm very invested in shots.
So in my opinion, 21's verse here is serviceable. Going up against Jid on the track is a heavy task for anybody, but I would honestly suggest that 21 did in fact hold his own. 400 racks ain't shit but a show to me. I'm on the road and I bet that you're hoe with me. When I'm in traffic, it's always a pole on me. Pillsbury, man, I keep dough with me is pretty funny. So 21's inclusion here fits well and I have nothing but praise for it. Then we get a beat switch and Jid is back snapping again.
Shit. Sorry in advance for my bros. They'll whip a nigga ass. What you whipping up? Shit in the back. If you looking for the dope, niggas got it in the bag. Cause we trapping on the low. And I'm the shit with the flow. Give me a joke. Heard the nigga say that you the next. No, I'm the best. Tell them bitches stop the motherfucking press. Press stop. Fuck a top 5 list. Get him a vest. He get lopsided. Fuck the cops. We was running from Rottweilers. Most of my partners ain't had papa, just a pop condom. Couple kids with Alzheimer's. 40 on his side. Boy, you might all stop. He on the block violent. Robbing niggas in the hood and then swap genres. Green light, line a nigga up, stop sign him. Keep driving, you will not find him. I'm an anomaly. I turned into a rap ironically and ran the back up, nigga. niggas is on me. Niggas should honor me. If you think I'm a wannabe, it's pretty comedy. I'm melancholy and cool, so calmly busting moves. My troops carry velocity. Same posse since Osh Posh Bagash Pussy Clock. Treat the rapping like I'm pushing rock. On the stove with the Pyrex pot. The door stay locked, it don't say knock. We on they block, we on they block. It's Monopoly games, we stole they properties. Smooth talking and moonwalking. The same little nigga, small pun, but a pool shark. I aim big stick, knock chalk off cue balls. Bang this shit.
I'm once again feeling a solid 9 on this track.
9.
After the beat switch, the verse starts low-key and just keeps on getting better and better. Most of my partners ain't have a papa, just a pop condom is a line that I used to sleep on all the way up until today. 40 on the side, boy, you Mike Allstott is also a bar. If you know, I know, then you know ball. Hey. Green light, line 'em up, then stop sign 'em is a great bar, but also great imagery. Keep driving, you will not find 'em is wild. There are tons of bars throughout this verse that I could go through. Let me know which one is your favorite personally. Towards the end, we have Monopoly games, we stole their property, smooth talking and moonwalking. Then we end with I am big stick, knock chalk off cue balls. Great track. No misses yet so far on the track list. I'm feeling a solid 9.
9.
Next, we have arguably the best track from the album, a song that made me cry the first time I heard it, and I didn't even know what it was about. This is Cody Blue 31. Now, if you've been listening to the show for a bit, then you know that I have a bit of a softer side to me. I prefer melodic rap. It's why I used to be a huge fan of Drake. I like Tyler and Future and The Weeknd and Frank Ocean. And honestly, Kendrick's Hole Up and Complexion, I love dearly those songs, like mostly because of the background harmonies in them. I was a choir kid. Shocker. I know. A tenor, right? But man, after hearing Jid go so hard on the first few songs on the Forever Story, this song completely caught me off guard. Imagine going into this not even knowing that Jid could sing.
And as I lay myself to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. The pressure makes me, the journey takes me to places where history can't stop or break me. You know it rains for something. You know the pain's for something. I hope a change is coming. Just keep on swinging on.
YouTube is absolutely going to cook me for playing that much of the song uninterrupted, but I don't care. I just needed you all to hear that all the way through the same way that I did the first time I heard. Swang On has a couple of different potential interpretations, and I'm going to just try and do this off the top. Like, my first thought was swinging on an actual swing, like one that would be at a playground. I imagine Jid didn't grow up in the best of circumstances, but when you're a child, you can go to school or camp, or there might just be like a playground in your community, and you can find yourself just swinging on a swing as awful things are happening around you in your community, in your town. I also imagine it could work in the physical or metaphorical sense, like you're in a battle or a war or a fight, as Jid referenced earlier, and you are physically still continuing to swing on in this fight, or metaphorically as in just not giving up. Then there's like this really kind of sad way to view it. Jid has mentioned slavery and racism in the album, so it could refer to someone that's been hanged and their body is literally just swinging on. And the more you think about it, the tougher it gets. It makes this already beautiful chorus hit that much harder, but in a really sad way. So yeah, this is a really powerful song, and it's really just started.
Keep on swinging, little sis. Keep swinging, little bro. I'm about to swing on Terry Payne because he said my sister hoe. Getting high from swishy sweets. Chariots are swinging low. Swatch the cousin of police. Hang a nigga swinging roll. Pee-wee tried to swing on me, but I was with like 50 folks and he ain't know. But what was worse, I ain't even want no beef for bro. We was told it, we was soldiers, we was soulless, we was sold it. Saying something about his set, nigga, that who he swinging for.
Wow, so the first part of this verse gives us all types of swinging. He encourages his younger siblings to keep swinging, as to basically persevere. Then he says he's about to swing on someone for calling his sister a hoe.
I think that's an appropriate reaction.
Fair. Then he describes how racism can lead to African Americans swinging as well. Oof. Then we get some solid wordplay here with toted, soldiers, soulless, sold, and swanging, as he describes what leads to us swinging on each other. I just love how artists like Jid can launch into a flurry of words that rhyme and fit, but they're actually meaningful and don't take you out of the song. Just a really great verse so far.
Nigga, that who we swinging for. Swear you bitches don't know shit about our stress, about our woes, and my obsession with success by definition of my own. Sure as death is waiting on our flesh and bones. Demon calling my spirit, had to click the phone. Couldn't get to Courtney quick enough to give her warm big hugs. Told her you like the strongest woman on the fucking globe. I watched my mama lose her mama, go through drama and trauma, but had to keep her head high so we don't fucking know. I'm getting older, so when the world's feeling enormous on your back and on your arms, and your feet just as heavy, you've been dragging through the storm. Staring at this city, but you trapped inside the hole. Get your back up off the road, just keep swinging on.
Jid dedicates the second half of this verse to talking about his personal life. He talks about the hugs he gave to his friend Courtney, who lost her son Cody, who this song is in honor of. He compares the grief she must be experiencing to how he felt watching his mother lose her mother. That part always kind of hits me because I saw how losing a mother affected my mom, and I don't know how this will be taken, but it's just the truth. Watching my mom deal with the loss of her mother felt worse than the actual news itself that my Nana had passed. So Jid is saying that he can empathize with his friend's loss in that way. The verse ends by him talking about the irony of how when you grow older, the world also feels bigger and heavier, and despite feeling trapped, you have to get back up off the ropes and keep swinging on. The hook repeats, and then we get a lighter and softer version of it to end the song.
Swing on, swing on. Swing on, swing on. Swing on, swing on. Swing on, swing on. You know it rains for something. Swing on, swing on. Swing on, swing on. Swing on, swing on.
Cody Blue 31 is in fact a 10 out of 10 song.
10.
The hook's repetitiveness works because of the many different meanings behind its words. Every single bar of the song has meaning and passion behind it. Jid's vocal performance, not just when he's rapping, but when he's singing, isn't just passable, it's impressive. The harmonies and the hook work beautifully. The instruments and production are gorgeous. The assist from Ari Lennox at the end is such a nice touch. It's just so unexpected in this album, but it's extremely touching. It's a 10.
10.
After this track, we have Bruddanem by Jid featuring Lil Durk. Let's give that a listen and hope that it lifts our spirits just a little bit.
If you my nigga then. Twin. Thick or thin. I was a kid when my brother went in. Now you little brother the man. Kinda like Pac in the butter rim. Couple M's. Cut a check. Cut the film. I got that Glock for my Bruddanem. I spin a block for my Bruddanem. I did a lot for my Bruddanem. You better watch for my Bruddanem. You gotta watch my bros. I'm finna cop for my Bruddanem. You call the cops for my Bruddanem. You don't know part of them struggling. That shit ain't nothing about nothing. If my brother said let's slide, well then my sister sliding too. It ain't no slipping on this side. I got my grip and found my groove. And if they blitzing on the squad, I swear to God it's bad for you. When there's nothing else they thought I would do. My brothers ride though.
Our first verse is so quick you might miss it. Jid begins by rapping, "If you're my neighbor, you're my ninja."
You what?
Twin through thick and thin. Jid refers to his brother and him being like Bertie and Shep from the Above the Rim movie starring Tupac. We get Jid saying he has the Glock, would spin the block for Bruddanem. You better watch, you gotta watch. He finna cop, but you would call the cops on Bruddanem. The song's themes are very clear, and it kind of ties back to the story on Crack Sandwich and other songs on the album where Jid talks about the importance of the family ties that he has, the family bond that he has with his siblings. We also get some more Jid singing, which is quite the treat. Let's tap into our second verse here.
Did for my brother, my hitter, my slugger, my nigga, my jugger, my killer, my dog. Did for the women, my niggas. Most of them really be realer than y'all. When I was little, remember we literally can't forget all the shit that we saw. Jaja hit a nigga right in the jaw. We ain't jumping, we just letting them brawl. Every summer it was somebody dead and somebody scared, so nobody saw. Buddy in jail and somebody called, collecting a bill or somebody boss. Laid off, won't stay in the bed. Hell nah, what the fuck you undid? All that stress and taking care of the kids. Give us something that could take off the edge. From the minute I got in trouble, got a whipping for nothing or something my brother did. I never snitch, I never done no sucker shit, cause he'll hush for me if it was him. He'll bust for me if it was him. So you know it's all toasted. When he calling my brother Nim, our world wins spin. You back again. I spin a block for my brother Nim.
My brother, my hitter, my slugger, my nigga, my jigger, my killer, my dog. I'm here for the women, my niggas, most of them really be realer than y'all. So Jid spits a perfectly acceptable verse that has a really nice flow. It's thematically consistent. He cites specific instances where he and his siblings would take up for each other. After the chorus, all Lil Durk has to do is stay on theme. Talk about your boys, talk about your brothers, whatever, and we'll have a perfectly acceptable song. You got it, man. We believe in you.
10mm is different. My brother had gave me one of his switches. My uncle be bitching. They told me he snitching. So when I grew up, I was blessed in my distance. We slept out the window, being hungry an issue. Power knocked out, slept close to a window. My brother, same mama, this real. What I be saying, this shit is official. I get rich, you get rich. I got rich, you rich now. Fuck the ops up so bad, they tryna establish us, sit down. But he can't sit, but he got hit. Trench baby, street nigga, real niggas, real killers, grave diggers. Gang, phone and block, all that shit, really gang members. Fake perks, he don't count no more, he said they feel like real painkillers. My brother a shooter, my brother a killer, fuck politics, I'm with the same niggas. My brother gon' slide, but two of my brothers had died. Those my main niggas, oh.
Actually, really solid verse from Lil Durk. I didn't really have any expectations from the first time that I heard the track. I was like, oh, it's Lil Durk. I wonder what he's going to be talking about. And he's talking about exactly what the rest of the song is talking about. That's really all I ask from a feature verse. If there's a theme, stay on theme. If they're just rapping, just rap at least as good. We got a pretty quality verse from Lil Durk, so that's acceptable. Let's listen to this outro, which sounds, kind of reads more like a reading. It is by Mustafa, the poet. So tap into this real quick.
These niggas, street niggas, taught to never leave niggas. Roll something, hold something, anything to disappear, nigga. Neck deep in this water, neck glistening to be seen, nigga. I see you, I love you, do you feel it? We're still here, nigga. God gave us a war, and this sword can't be near, niggas. You reach for it, you reach for him, you reach for these dreams, nigga. 2 wraps on this do-rag, 2 straps when we're out for dinner. Take care of your skin, take care of your liver. I won't let them in, I won't let you wither. I won't let you.
9.
I'm feeling a strong 8 to a light 9 on Bruddanem. It's probably my least favorite track so far, and it's still a light 9. That should show you just how great I think this album is.
9.
We are 8 songs in, halfway through, and we are within striking distance of a classic album, in my opinion. I love almost every track so far. Let me know what your favorite track was from today's show. Can't Punk Me, Surround Sound, Cody Blue 31, and Bruddanem. Tell me what you learned. Did you notice the smoke detector beeping at the beginning of Bruddanem? Did you know that Jid could sing so well? Had you heard Earth Gang before? Tell me what I missed. Please remember to
like the video. This episode of Derapy is brought to you by Johnny Car Wash and Just Hacking Trading. Like the video.
Derapy.
told me never let this get a hold of me. You hate to see me hurt, you wanna hurt someone for me. Way too down to earth, don't do no dirt for me, please. I don't need nobody else taking a deal or a plea. God knowing what I'm doing, he gon' deal with me. Niggas ain't cut like that, but you'll kill for me. And I don't care if we don't speak for like a million weeks. You right there when I need you, but I know these ain't your kind of people. I finally bought a home to raise my family. I'm done with all the hoes and their anatomies. I tried to call your phone again, you said it wasn't on it. By the time you got my letter, I was long gone.
The 9th track from Jid's Forever Story is called Sistanem, which follows the track Bruddanem. The first verse has Jid talking about his relationship with his sister, and we get a pretty mellow verse to start the song. He says, "You hate to see me hurt, you'd hurt someone for me. You're too down to earth, but don't do no dirt for me." It's hard to say, but that's a good line though. His family members are extremely down to earth, but he doesn't want them to get down and dirty. You know, dirt, earth, dirty. For him, you get it. He's rapping. Don't want someone to have to take a deal or a plea. He also raps about them, not talking for a while, but when they do, she is right there for him. It's a nice low-key verse, and it ends with this pre-chorus following it, where Jid talks about life on the road, followed by the actual chorus featuring James Blake and Yuli.
I was long gone, back on the road, gone with the wind blows, packing the shows, hoes in the nymphos, platinum and gold. You know how this shit go when family's gone. You don't know what you here for.
Just remember
I actually love this part. So in case you don't get it, in that chorus, we have, please subscribe, mommies, daughters, models, callers, ballers, fathers, all have fallen. It's like this chant, and it's very interesting because we have members of the family mixed in with these things, with these people that will take you off your path while you're on the road. And these things are intertwined, and you're trying to balance them out. It's really interesting stuff. Here's our second verse.
Look, you said I shouldn't worry about the fame. You seem to be concerned of what you heard about the game. Cause soon as niggas get a little change, niggas change. And playing with the Lord's name, saying it in vain. You heard the song and said I did the same thing. You seeing something different in my eyes, and she emphasized. And I ain't get it at the time, I couldn't listen, had to call her back. Line packed, sold out tickets, I'm on the wrong track. Roll back, fuck it, I'm hitting it on the road. I'ma bulldoze the globe for the dough. She know she happy that we doing better than before. As long as I'm selling shows, you ain't selling for your soul. I felt like she was yelling like Azalea in the megaphone. Said I'ma hit you in the morning, keep your message on. I did my set then, sat alone for a second by myself. Ask questions, choices, destination, courses, highway routes, Royces, rolling voices. Going on and on and on is noisy. I'm not the only one affected by the poison in the mind, in the lifestyle, the shine from the iced out diamonds that combine with misogynistic mindsets. Dialect from slave diatribe, they try and dissect or redigest. I tossed that mindset overboard like an object. I'm trying to find a letter to the Lord from the projects. Cause when I was a boy, I didn't know that we was poor. And now I'm on tour, I got the moment to explore and show my niggas something we ain't never seen before. Open doors, so you know I'm going back.
A ton here to unpack. We get a full breakdown of the concerns that Jid's sister has for him. I'm honestly worried with the amount of depth in this album that he will have told pretty much all of his story, because he's just going so much into detail, breaking down all these relationships with his family and how they're tested and how they have evolved as his career has evolved. His sister's worried about the money changing him naturally, causing him to talk reckless on tracks, use the Lord's name in vain, seeing something different in his eyes and worrying that, he's just not really going to have time for the people that are close to him. They're worried about him selling his soul, but, he's just out here trying to stay on the road. He's busy with his flows, the shows, bulldozing the globe for the dough. You guys good at rhyming. It's just a really well executed verse, and it's really quite thought-provoking. It also transitions perfectly into the pre-chorus and hook, and then we get this really sweet bridge from Yuli before we go into our third verse.
Why do I get so damn high that I can't feel my face. Try to free my mind, but I can't find a way. Why do I get so damn high that I can't feel my face? Try to free my mind, but I can't find a way.
I never gave that much a fuck about this shit to let it challenge my integrity. But you questioning me got me thinking you thinking less of me. The lesson in this shit is we should talk face to face, fuck the messaging. Meet me in the flesh and you can see I'm still Lil Destin. Lil Brubby, Lil BB, bald head, there's a baby in the Huggies. Stunned like my dad, I'm a druggie. Money in my hands, but it's bloody. Try to understand if you love me, ayy. Make plans, we can roll like the old days. FaceTime call came with the stone cold face. We don't talk often, when we do, it's an are you okay? Somebody fucking with you, I'm on the way. It's on the waist, I can tell the way you look, that ain't the case. Figured you was mad at me when you said you need a break from the family. And you not participating in no pagan holiday gatherings. And ever since I start rapping, I ain't never in Atlanta too long. And I hate having to only see the family when something bad happen. Like with granny passed, I ain't wanna answer the phone. Writing in my pad, hope I don't remember this wrong. Last time I seen you, we was sending her home. October, November, December was gone. But on the 25th, we gotta be there for more. I'm talking to you now, but can I see you tomorrow? I could be on the way soon as I finish this song, so you can see I'm still true in everything that I've been doing. And I don't fuck with the devil, but I know he was sowing. And I know that Jesus died 33 like you, and he probably did the same shit that we like doing. I know you got to feel the animosity brewing. It's getting bad and I'm sad our relationship ruined over some trash, but it's past that. Send me all the money that I gave you over Cash App back, since you acting as if you...
We're sorry, you have reached a number that is...
In the third verse of this track, Jid fires back at his sister's assertions that he's changing up. The verse begins with him saying that the questioning is starting to offend him. It says that they should talk face to face instead of over the phone so that he can show he's still the same guy she grew up with. He admits that since his rap career took off, he's not home as much, he's not seeing people as much anymore, and he's only really seeing people when something bad happens. People are asking when he's coming back, and months are going by, and he'll put things off until after he finishes next song.
Big breath.
This honestly takes a few listens to catch everything, but it's really personal stuff. And I really do appreciate Jid putting his heart on the track, sharing what's going on between him and his family. The song ends with what sounds like the start of an argument about sending money over Cash App.
Relatable.
But the outro makes it seem like, once again, communication is bad, the relationship has not been resolved, and the call wasn't picked up or the number changed. I used to not really like this song all that much, but it's honestly really grown on me, and I'm feeling a strong 8 to a light 9 on the track.
9.
Next we have Can't Make You Change featuring Ari Lennox.
Can't make you change. Can't make you change. Can't make you change. Can't make you change.
I am become Ari Lennox fan.
Look, stuck in my ways, I know it kinda sucks. Wasting all this time and trust. Diamonds in the rough, they had the toughest luck at finding love. You can't change a nigga playing games, girl, you should find a sub. Music Soul Child or Lil Wayne should teach me how to love. Or teach you how to turn a hoe into a house husband from out the club. Known as a buster, TLC would call me a scrub. Back when I was, but now I'm getting it slow as fuck. I'm growing up and you know that I'm stubborn. You trying to rush it, but
Can't make you change.
I actually really enjoy the singing on this track. I appreciate Jid's perspective on the fact that he's essentially talking about himself, about the struggles that he's had in relationships, his issues with love, and we kind of have the female perspective kind of singing from her side, talking about how she can't make him change. So we get the first verse where he's talking about his problems. I like the references to Music Soul Child and Lil Wayne. Teach him how to love, figure out how to love, find his love, etc., etc. But after that, we actually get this really sweet bridge from both Ari Lennox and Jid. And this is just another awesome example showcasing his vocal ability as well as his rapping. So here's that.
Baby, don't leave, you're all I need. And if you're staying, I'ma change my ways. Baby, don't leave, you're all I need. And if you're staying,
Arguably the best bridge from the album.
Juggling pain and struggling problems, looking for danger, ducking and dodging. I got a banger and not a small one. Niggas be changing like a revolver. You been the same, but you done been solid, man. I got the applaud you, fuck all the fame and fuck all the dollars, man. But what they talking, I'm ashamed. They feel like I lose the game. She said in my head too hard. I try to be good, but no, I'm leaving it up to God. Squeezing the gratata. Or might did I go too far?
You can't change. The only thing you want to change is the motherfucking beat. We can talk about this.
The flows on this verse are super fun. I like looking for danger, ducking and dodging. Got the banger, not a small one. Be changing like a revolver. Then ending the verse with head too hard, good but nah, up to God, gra-ta-ta, go too far. I really like how we get the back and forth perspectives between Jid and the potential female partner that he's dealing with. We also get this very welcome beat change that brings us to the second part of this track.
Want a bad bitch, but too much responsibility.
A nigga want change, trying hard as I can, but it's harder trying to redesign the nature of man. D&D, she in my DM for my DNA strands. I ain't fall for the scam. Then again, I'm fighting off all the thoughts in my pants. Pretty bras, menage, and spin a fallout in France. In the stars on the ocean, in the boat of the sand. Don't you lie to me, do me like you Delilah and Samson. I can change, you ain't even really give me a chance. Look, save the narrative, you saving it for marriage. I'm flying back from Paris, I can text you in the air. Remember when we met and you said that you love the fade, but I should grow my hair. X-Man was banned, couldn't grow a pair. Then you start fucking with the misses, not the miss yours. Life is love, love is really life as long as it's pure. I ain't speaking of genders, you could follow agendas. I ain't trying to be the guy that's gonna make you cry me a river like I'm Justin Timberlake or Timberland, I'm controlling my temper. Good, before I turn into a timber wolf in the woods, you my little Red Riding Hood. Thought you was hiding, how you feeling, it's kinda obvious. On a connecting flight to Atlanta, leaving LaGuardia. Arguing over anonymous women, now we got the audience.
Don't play with me. Where's the coin? Come pick up your kids and go home to your bitch.
Jid is making another plea with this verse. There's a really funny outro, by the way, that I highly recommend you all listen to. There is some awesome wordplay in the last verse. We get it's hard to try to redesign the nature of man. D&D, she in my DM for my DNA strands. That is do not disturb. She's direct messaging me for my
deoxyribonucleic acid
DNA. Jid wants to be a better man, but he keeps losing his pants in France. He says he wasn't even given a proper chance, and then he is berated through ad-libs that he's been given approximately 3 million fucking chances. This song is really funny, and I think that the ladies will love it in particular. It kind of reminds me of this song that my sister used to sing all the time, like You Can't Raise a Man. I forgot who it's by. But it kind of reminds me of this track, which is, Can't Make You Change. It kind of feels similar. Jid is bad at love. He's a goon. And at least one woman in his life has confronted him with the concept of his inability to just quit being a dog. Woof. I like this song more than I thought I would upon hearing it the first time. This, along with many other tracks on this album, The Forever Story, has grown on me greatly. I'm honestly feeling a light to decent 9. It's a really enjoyable track.
9.
The next track is called Stars, featuring Yasin Bey.
Baby girl, have faith in a nigga without a job and let a nigga stay at your place. Play it for your friends when I drop a mixtape. Both of us will win if I get a big break. Both nigga dick, baby, had a long day. Tryna get rich by a dose.
Ain't gonna baby, just be honest. Don't be trying to play me, I'm an artist, baby, I'm an artist, baby, I'm an artist. I've been trying to make it, I'm a grind, I'm taking what is mine, I'm racing with the time.
I've been trying to make it, I'm a hardest, making it a promise, chasing with my heart in it.
I just gotta make it to the stars, a spaceship or a rocket, painting, I'm an artist.
I'm just trying to make it, I'm an artist.
I just gotta make it.
First few times I heard this verse, I was a little turned off by the vocals pitching up and down, but then I just simply decided to swallow my pride and just look at the lyrics. It's okay. I've been listening to rap for the better part of a decade and a half, and sometimes if it is pitched a certain way, if it's being run through a filter, then it might just be a little bit harder to understand, okay? It's not a matter of not being familiar with rap music. Sometimes you just need to lock in and just look. I think that the commentary around being an artist and being sensitive about your work is very relatable. The rhyme scheme is really nice, and it leads us to a hook where Jid is once again showing his vocal range.
nose, just alone and cold and scared. But I don't even feel a thing no more. I set my goals and will you be there? Everybody wanna come and hang with the stars. Pinky ring chain, bling bling in the cars. 100 miles an hour on the way to Liar. You don't even believe in Jesus, we're in Christian DR. You crazy on the Twitter, who we need for PR. You out of control, POWER. Went to the head and now you doing bodily harm. On the mess and nobody won't say it because they scared to lose a gig.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is some Yadolf shade here. I'm not gonna lie, because initially the way that he's delivering this rap, it kind of feels like a Kanye flow, the way that he's like holding on to the R's at the end of each verse, and then he spells out the word power, which is a popular Kanye West song. Then he says, "You crazy on Twitter, who we need for PR." That could be about Kanye. And then we're talking about meds. That could be about Kanye. People aren't saying anything because they're scared to lose a gig. That could be about Kanye. I feel like this is not much of a reach at all. I just wanted to point that out before I continue the verse.
And nobody won't say it because they scared to lose a gig. But yeah, you wanna be J, kid. I used to wanna be Jay. I used to wanna be Wayne. I used to wanna be Kanye and Andre 3K. And now my homegirls wanted to be Beyonce.
Can you pay my telephone?
Well, shit, I was just looking for a deal. Working so hard, had to sharpen my skills. Work with my dog, still sharpen my skills. Still in an apartment, still in and starving. Fast forward, I'm in a building with stars. And I got a yachty car, you got stars in the ceiling. Pause for a minute. Gotta know the difference in the stars and the gimmicks. Are you really in it for the arts or the image? Do you really live it in your heart and spirit is part of all you are and all you isn't?
Jid is one of the best rappers in the game right now. This second verse is even better than the first. It starts with shade, but then him acknowledging that he wanted to be like Wayne and Kanye and Andre 3K, girls he knew wanted to be like Beyonce. You obviously look up to these people, but they're also just people. Then the rhyme schemes on the back half of this verse are just impeccable. Multiple internal rhymes, and the Yachty mention ties back into the title of the song, the theme of the song, because he's seeing stars in the ceiling and he's seeing the star in the car. He's meeting the stars himself. But you have to pause, wait a minute, know the difference between the stars and the gimmicks. Are you in it for the art or the image? Do you have it in your heart and your spirit? It's part of who you are and isn't. It's one of the best verses on the album, in my opinion. And I only know it because I actually decided to just sit down and read the lyrics. And the song actually ends with this verse from feature artist Yasin Bey.
I like these new slaves. The chain hanging, bling swinging, back breaking, but it's gleaming. Problem posture, double cup leaning, slide, slouching, tiger pimping, dragging on swagger. VVS is very vertebrae, snapping, lights flashing. A manicured appearance, concealing the shattered spirit. Jim sneering out the paradox prism. The palace as the prison. Retail religion, red carpet constriction. Freedom is the fiction. This nigga race specific. Is race really existing? Man, get the bag, you tripping. Go ahead, partner, hit this, sip this. Wish list, hit list, top 10 shit list, bitch list, trick list, playmate, playboy, flip side, same coin, big fun, but no joy. Yuck, oh boy, hot girls, cold hearts, tax man like the Taliban and ISIS. No relation to class of Osiris, kissing cousin to the climate. Gas prices, killer climate. Yikes, sucker mean mugging who the nicest. I promise death notice what they life is. Bay tap in, they tap out like a tabloid typist. They touch too tiny to the titan. Y'all S double lion, conquering lion, not the liar. Seek the guard and flee the fire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 9.
This song is a solid 9. It used to kind of turn me off because I think of the long intro and the kind of switch towards the back end of the song where we get the feature verse. But like just sitting here, locking in to the feature verse and actually just reading the lyrics, it is thematically consistent with the song. And it also has some impressive rhyming to continue with the standard that Jid already set earlier in the song. Really impressed with it. I'm feeling like a solid 9, like a 9.5ish. Definitely a song that I used to skip, but now one that I never would again. Now that I actually look into the song and read all the lyrics and actually got to see the full picture that was being painted. So the last track that we were taking a look at today, if you're listening to this and it's part 3, we are going to be listening to Just in Time with Jid featuring Lil Wayne and Kenny Mason. Check it out.
Woke up at 6, pray to a 9, 12, was already running from 12, a nigga was flying. Hey, I got the time today, bitch, I got the time. Hey, I got the time today, bitch, I got the time.
Time is of the essence, I'm progressively improving. Impressive and I'm pressing if you second guess my movements. First to the bullshit, who trying to hang with me? I brought the nooses. I draw the stainless like you draw conclusions. It's a ball of confusion. The writings on the wall was all illusion. You got the drip, but that shit all pollution. I shot the clip and had another for the audible. All the bullshit aside, boy, I got plenty time. I've been ready for whatever, anytime.
Guys, he's kind of snapping.
From a city where niggas on killing time. In your pocket for nickels or penny dimes. Nigga shot him, but shit, he got minimized. We was living by him. I would go inside behind the window, hide. P54 nigga slide. Trying to dodge bullets from a dodge. God left when the winter came, then the summer died. Rain, rain, come another time. I be rapping till I'm mummified. Tell your favorite rapper it's pajama time. He a ugly bastard, but a son of mine. It's over for you, but it's underlined. I come before you with a humble mind and a stomach growl. Plus I smell foul, taking big shits from the humble pie.
So we got Kenny Mason on the hook, and I really appreciate songs like this where you can have two rappers, one being Jid, the other being Lil Wayne, who we are about to hear shortly. They don't really have to worry so much about like being super thematically consistent on the song, even though the song is called Just in Time, and you're gonna get a lot of punny bars involving the title of the song. It's nice to just hear people put on a show and just spit. So let's hear Wheezy. My goat.
I got the time today, bitch. I got the time. I got the time today, bitch. Time is of the essence, I'm a blessing in Balenciaga. Diamonds are impressive, but their best friends are expensive. Drown my hours of affection, no protection. I'm within without it. Why am I so reckless? Is a question that don't get responses. Tie them down, inspect them, disconnect them if there's any power. Cowards talk excessive. Pistorine is what I rinse they mouth with.
Wait, that man said Pistorine is what I rinse they mouth with? What? Either the implication is that he's pissing in their mouth or that he's rinsing their mouth with a pistol. Either way, crazy bar. Sorry, I'm glazing.
Never apologize for glazing greatness.
Tired of contestants, invest in the winners. Column, I'm so timeless, but I got plenty time. No science, but I got plenty slimes. More kindness than a long set the slime. No problem to kill them, that's killing time. I done did my time, but you know they still be trying to give me time. Till the end of time, since the beginning of time, I put in the time, and that's all the time. That's in the time. Put it on the line to the finish line. Never cross the line, stay within the lines. I don't marginalize, I don't sympathize. And if it's on his mind, I help him decide if that's your homicide. Then defend his side, and we gon' storm your side. And then when she dry, that's homicide, that's genocide. I'm large in size, they minimized. I'm armed this time, can't miss this time. I got time today, and you just in time. Yeah.
I'm going to have to respectfully ask you all to stop playing with Lil Wayne. Please.
Like the video.
I'm at the line of scrimmage, no the scrimmage line with a large split is decriminalized. I got a pardon like the nigga I'm sent beside. He got a stick in the ride, he said getting a ride. There's no thinking about it to the finish line. We got plenty time, we got plenty rhymes. Tell Tim and Swiss to hit the Insta live. I put a million on us versus anybody. That's plenty dimes, niggas been advised. That's a warning sign. I just got into the game to gentrify. What's a modern rapper to a renaissance? Nigga, I be snapping to the end of time.
9.
To begin this album, going through Radar, Dance Now, Crack Sandwich, Can't Punk Me, we're talking about a slew of 10 out of 10 tracks. We have Surround Sound, which is fantastic. Makes perfect sense as a lead single. And we have 21 Savage actually kind of snapping on the track. I'm feeling like that was a decent to strong 9, if I remember properly. Cody Blue 31 is one of the most special songs I've ever heard. The pair of tracks, Bruddanem and Sistanem, are awesome, as well as Can't Make You Change. Then we have Stars and Just in Time. We don't have a single bad track yet. There isn't a single skip. All of the tracks are either like decent to strong 9s in my opinion, or perfect tracks that I would never skip and I'm always in the mood to listen to. This album's got me geeked, dog. It's very it's kind of unfortunate that it took me so long to get back to it, but we are going to be wrapping up with the very next episode, which should be coming out in the next.
This episode of Derapy is brought to you by Owl Soapery. What up, derps? Like the video.
Derapy. Singing this little part right here. Maybe these words, something like this.
Money is the 13th track from Jid's Forever Story, and I have to be real, I love this song. The inclusion of the kids singing in the beginning, as well as throughout the track on the choruses, the "You stink" ad-lib is always really funny to me. The instrumental is light and sweet. Let's get into our first verse from Jid.
Yeah, nigga, money on my mind more than half the time. They put our masks on the money, so I mastermind. Don't mind the mess, I'm a mad scientist scrapping rhymes. She really Jimmy Neutron mixing a nuclear. And as their eyes are watching God, I'm trying to rise above poverty, philosophies, and prophecies to rise. Follow me forward forever, never fall too far behind. As I tell my testimony, test the verdicts at a time. He was dumb without a dime. Youngest in the family, succumbed from out the crime. Came from East Atlanta, Moreland after South to shun. In his path, 20 East was probably like the Autobahn. Better get his autograph, he gon' have Grammys and arms.
I love a track that's thematically consistent, follows through on the concept of the title. Money on my mind more than half the time. They put our massa on the money, so I mastermind. Don't mind the mess, I'm a mad scientist rapping rhymes. Yeah. The technique is on full display, the wordplay is tight as ever, and we're just getting started.
He gon' have Grammys and arms. Remember he was smoking little Grammys in the slums? Trying not to panic, couldn't imagine what was done. Father Tom, fuck Mother Earth and had an Uncle Tom. Now them crackers snatching black cats by their tongue. For the cheese, rats creeping on your TV screen, selling you dreams. Granny buying holy waters off of Joel Osteen, rubbing it in my brother's head, say a prayer on her knees. I used to be jealous of Jared and Portrayal, Lakeem, even Farad. Had the new J's and new jeans on, it's what I wanted at the time as a preteen. Pretend I'm a star, pretty model in a G-string, sitting on top the car, with a bottle that she drinking, leaving from out the bar. Scheme on $1, thinking if anybody is talking, put some green on his head, he better be market smart.
He had green hair. We get more money talking how Jid as a kid would be jealous and seeking the influence and cachet of others. Money was meant to be the bridge that would bring him there. New J's and new jeans. As a preteen, he'd pretend to be a star. He was just imagining having a pretty model in G-string on top of the car. I don't know how you would drive it with a woman on top of it, but you know. The verse ends with him talking about a bologna sandwich.
He better be market smart, but we never had the thing, so this all was in my thoughts because I ate so many bologna sandwiches as a child. I'd kill a nigga if he made one for me right now. Ironic that being broke is an expensive lifestyle. No wonder they selling dope from sunroll to sundown. Try and get more, screaming out the window.
The bologna sandwich will be mentioned again later in this track in a different context, and as somebody who ate hundreds of bologna sandwiches as a child, I appreciate the mention. I think the idea is that, like, at this point in his life, he's just super far removed from such a redundant diet that he would be just pissed if somebody tried to give him one now. After the chorus, let's check out the second verse.
Yeah, nigga, money on my mind more than most of the time. And most of my grind go to promote my rhymes. The nigga don't glow, I shine. I feel like Coach Prime. I throw a bomb if they encroach your line. And don't socialize the goals to get the most dimes before it's the end of your time. It's hard for a nigga to score when they keep on moving the goal line. Now he outside the liquor store with a lot of the ticket, leaving a double shift at the Walmart on Russian Road. Still trying to keep composure, rolling past the gas station where he hold niggas from a little parlay play. Made nigga make spray by they dough.
Love how Jid just casually drops in some of the most impressive rapping on the entire album. Also love when rappers change their flow to be absurdly quick but are actually still saying something that matters. Don't socialize the goals to get the most dimes before it's the end of yo time. It's hard for a nigga to score when they keep on moving the goal line. Now he outside the liquor store with a lottery ticket, leaving a double shift at the Walmart on Gresham Road. Still trying to keep composure, rolling past the gas station where he fucking with that parlay play, and a nigga may spray about they dough. I can't even just say it quickly.
You're not him.
Jid just has so much to say in such little time.
Made a nigga make spray by they dough, so a nigga don't play by no code. Back in the day we was told about reparations, get a mule, 40 acres or so. Justification or repayment for the pain of your soul. Fast forward, fuck patience, I ain't waiting no more. I gotta take it, paper chasing like I'm Dre or I'm Hove, yay with the clothes. Fuck Hulk Hogan and fuck Joe Rogan because it flows. You know how it goes. Need a bitch that's down with OPP and down with IPOs. Feel like ODB, you hoes better have my pesos. Thinking about them days, mama said she we had to pray more. Cause feeding 7 kids plus the mortgage, gotta pay more. The food from in the fridge from last night is on the table. Y'all sit down and say y'all grace because we ate so many bologna sandwiches as a child. I'd kill for one of them shits if I could have one right now. Ironic, I'm having dough, but don't promote the lifestyle. Just want my people to grow, let's make a toaster right now. Get some money, say it with me loud now.
I love how the track comes full circle with him saying that he's nostalgic for the same bologna sandwich he previously said he'd murked someone for serving him earlier. I love how every verse has direct references to money and his relationship with it, how he used to feel about it as a young person, his ambitions, and what he's capable of in the event that he acquires it. I love the chorus, the flows are great. Fuck Hulk Hogan and fuck Joe Rogan, and because it flows, you know how it goes. Need a girl that's down with OPP and down with IPOs. Feel like ODB, you hoes. Better have my pesos. Is it the best song in the album? No. Is it one of my favorites personally? Absolutely. I'm feeling a strong 9 to a light 10 on this song.
9.
I love it. I would never skip. And next we have Better Days.
I done seen some better days before. Feeling like forever was a long time ago. Balancing highs and the lows. Get your blindfold, only God knows. I done seen some better days before. Feeling like forever was a long time ago. Balancing highs and the lows. Get your blindfold, only God.
Great writing on this hook, and just a friendly reminder that Jid can sing extremely well, like far better than most mainstream rappers. Here's our first verse.
Twin, don't forget the better days, we been friends since 10. Back then we told people we cousins kin. The buses from my school couldn't come to where I live, so my mama used to drop me at your crib like 4, maybe 5 a.m. I ain't get no good sleep till I was 27. I used to wear my big bro clothes, you used to let me borrow some of your clothes. I thought that I looked funny in them. It's only you and George. Your parents used to treat me like they third son. I'm the first one bucking on any person trying to make you feel hurt or something. You my brother, I murder something for you. Throw that dirty gun into the Chattahoochee.
So this song is for and or about somebody who Jid was very close to growing up. Once again, we get a really light and sweet instrumental, a classic melodic rap joint in my opinion. Also, shout out to Chattahoochee. It's a river that cuts through Alabama and Georgia, but also isn't too far from Chattanooga, where the Derapy guy grew up. Wow! Let's continue with our verse here.
Something for you, throw that dirty gun into the Chattahoochee. You Louis, I be Gucci. We was Webby and Boosie with the low fade. Brush my hair for days, still ain't have no ways. Now we talking through a window while you in the cage. I'ma come get you when you figure out your day. I was in and out the States, you was rapping on the rage. Had Atlanta going crazy, I was packing out the stage in different places. You hit me, said Cassandra had your baby. The day that Kobe died, I'm at the Grammys in LA. Pray Allah can show you grace, and the lost day out the way. But when you caught that other case, I ain't know what your ass was thinking. My mama said to say you ain't too old to get a spanking, still one of her children, but she feel like you need to be thankful you still here.
We get some personal details where Jid shows the parallels between his life and his friend's life. He's on the stage, his bro is in a cage, Jid is in and out the States, his friend is on a rage. The storytelling is incredibly deep. We get no wasted lines or verses at all.
He ain't wasted a bar, bro. He talking, bro.
We get the chorus and then some awesome vocalizing here. Also, Jonta Austin is here to assist with a pretty sick bridge.
It's too real, make you. Life skills you build, make you choose between old ties and new ways. Fake friends and real snakes, false norms and true values. Computed to see the way we do it. Take a moment to breathe and achieve through it. Stay free through it, cause your vision makes me a slave.
Look, check to make it to forever took a very long time. I took every wrong turn, packing long lines just for rapping long words. Fuck a net worth, I made $1 million off of merch. Pay the bills first and then invest the guest verses. Regret shit, the lessons, the blessings, the journey. Agitate the white guilt, explain the black burden, the stresses, the entrance, the exit, the purpose. Praying that we see some better days between worse ones. Nothing's ever perfect, but I made it so my mom's ain't working. Off American instrumentals, and it's no coincidence. When I was little, I was very sensitive, never was talkative. Nigga, don't even try and tickle him.
Okay. Jid would like you to know that he didn't enjoy being tickled. In our second verse, Jid talks about his journey and what brought him success. The rhyme schemes are still popping. Pay bills first, then invest to guest verses. Regret shit, the lessons, the blessings, the journey. Agitate the white goat, explain the black burden, the stresses, the entrance, the exit, the purpose. I don't know what else to tell you. The rapping is good. I have no notes.
Nigga, don't even try and tickle them. Me and my brothers and Sistanem slept in the same room, suffer the same affliction. See the reflection of a nigga that never liked attention or need acceptance from strangers coming in mentions. I got protection. Papa had the right prediction. Said I was destined to be whatever I envisioned. I manifested. Blessing that I made it out the club of 27. The weapon was formed against me. I formed against the weapon. Try to stretch him, but niggas sprinting. If we don't catch him, then God to get him in. We ain't got getting the karma of being killer men, but you did in our better days not miss my friend.
Jid ends the track referencing Bruddanem and Sistanem, which I think is a pretty cool callback. He claims what he's achieved, he manifested, and despite coming from the same place as his friend, he's grateful and blessed he found a path to success. And part of this can be attributed to not seeking vengeance or being karma incarnate. I enjoyed the first half of this track a lot more than the second just because it felt brighter and more optimistic, sonically at least, on the front end. That doesn't mean it's not still awesome. That doesn't mean it's not still awesome altogether. I am feeling a strong 8 to a light 9 on this track.
9.
Next, we have our penultimate track, Louder 2, featuring Raven Lene and Aaron Allen Kane, after a quick word from my editor.
Yo, it's Editor Derek. Hey, do me a quick favor.
Like the video.
Also, if you've been hunching, stop hunching. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Please subscribe. Here's Louder 2.
Look. Part of me, but a part of me looking for more. Giving my heart, my art, my artery, what do you want more? Minority boy black, looking for joy. They snatch it, looking back, I'm paying it for. But I'm tapped, I lap, tap water, and tap dance and tabernacles before the Lord. The pattern is no avoid, not gonna avoid the words that come with a voice inside of my head. I'm sick of the noise. So be a bigger nigga, put your finger on the trigger as you're looking at the mirror on the wall. And let that bitch rip till your backbone slipping. No, them cracks don't give no black fuck about y'all. Just your ass, your hips, your lips, my dick tip, my black balls dribbling and dipping them in your jaw.
Ill? Also, the flow is pretty sick. I like the start of the verse. Giving my heart, my art, my artery, what do you want more? Minority black boy looking for joy. Same. Track immediately hooks you with a quick flow, and Jid details what he's given to get where he is. This is also a sequel to a track from a previous album. The original track was Louder. It's L-A-U-D-E-R. This is Louder 2. The first track was him rapping about his dream of getting big. This sequel is him talking about the new struggles and pressures he feels as he's constantly asked to deliver more and more. Mo money, new problems type beat.
My dick tip, my black balls dribbling and dipping them in your jaw. Scribbling word rhymes, the crowd giving applause, but in my spirit I feel it and they don't hear me at all. Nigga, my nigga, look at the bigger picture. We flawed, okay, cool. You picking up figures, nigga, we proud. You pay dues, but now you gotta do what you can and can't abuse your power. Let's come up with a plan and we pursuing the power, but don't get shit fucked up. I be in the forefront with the 4-5. Don't front back then, right now, last week, next month.
Backseat shotgun, don't run, got one.
Jid ends the verse discussing how now that he's made it, he has to look big picture and be more mindful with how he proceeds. Don't abuse your power, plan things carefully, and keep that thing on you. You get me. Here's the chorus. Okay, Raven Lene's contribution, great.
Yeah, part of me, but a part of me looking for more. Giving my heart, my art, my artery, what do you want more? Majority push packs, they unemployed party and pass straps. The crack coming to stores and soon. Boarded windows, chosen boardrooms and bored Negroes. Nothing to do but war wounds and more vigils. Candlelight mood, the more women, the more widows. Looking for food without a dude and 4 kiddos. Fuck it, I'm sick as fucking, I told you motherfuckers no recovery. Kicking up and I'm coughing and spitting legitimate love like a drug loaded in the snow. Sniffing for information on who to plug on the black kite, black gloves, black night, black baby girl. Keep a rap tight, give a brother a hug and not a slug. That's right. If ever trouble should come, we never crumble.
That's why we've been down for life.
Got a weird feeling the enemy's is on the way. Give a little energy, anything motivates. Come around, namaste, now you're down. Don't be afraid, just keep that fear locked out. And come feel the love right now. Feel the love, come feel the love right now.
The harmonies infused in the second verse I find to be really impressive. The collaboration and chemistry between Jid and Raven Lene are really on display. We get a little breakdown, we get some more vocalizing, just really super sweet stuff. The instrumentals on the verse, like underneath the verse, feel like kind of skeletal and a little grimy and dark, but then we get to this "can you feel the love right now" bit, and it's so shiny and shimmery and optimistic again. It's kind of a nice contrast.
Feel the love right now. Rain down, come feel love. Feel the love right now. Feel the love. Come feel the love. Feel the love right now. Come feel the love. Come show the love. You gotta show the love. You gotta show all the love. You gotta show us right now.
It's not over yet.
Just rest assured the sun will come. So close your eyes and ease your fear. Just let me whisper in your ear. Forevermore, evermore,
Now, for me personally, I would have been perfectly fine with this as an outro. It feels like an outro song, but we still have 2007 to go as our last track, and it's around
7
minutes.
Frankly, I think it deserves its own episode. What do I have to say about this past track, though? I really think that it's a nice climatic piece. We have lyrics and themes about letting it go, things being okay, rest assured the sun will come, close your eyes, ease your fears. I think that it's a really wonderful way to conclude the album if it was in fact the conclusion. It's not one of my favorite tracks on the album, but the second half has some of my favorite sounds, my favorite harmonies, my favorite melodies, so I'm feeling like a strong 8 to a light 9 on that track specifically. Let me know which of these 3 tracks was your favorite between Money, Better Days, and Louder 2.
This episode of Derapy is brought to you by Ethan Arbuckle and Johnny Carwash. What up, derps? Like the video.
Derapy.
Our offense is awesome. Our defense dominates. We got that winning combination to regulate.
2007 is the last track from Jid's The Forever Story album. When the album initially dropped, however, it was left off because of clearance issues. The initial drop was in late August of 2022, and the track was added to the album on November 2nd, almost 2 months later. Now, Louder 2 is sweet, and if 2007 didn't exist, it would be acceptable as a closer for sure. It would still be a wonderful album, but 2007 is significantly better in my opinion. Let's hear why.
Yeah, 2007, cold drop to come up. I was in high school playing corner. I never dreamt of mumbling words in front of hundreds. Studying plays all summer. I hit the league if my growth spurt coming on my mom. 2009, bro dropped the warm up. I was in warm ups playing Wheezy and Yukimi, Little Dragon Flame breathing the weed. Patrick had the studio dorm room next to me. I freestyled over his beats. My nigga Keys transferred in from Tennessee. He's a receiver. I play DB like Akeem. Snatch a nigga chain to lead. Talib Kweli, I could be lyrically, but I put on cleats, scribble lines going through my mind like a paper piece.
I like how the first word of Jid's first verse is 2007, the title of the song. He says it's the year that J. Cole dropped the come up, and Jid was just in high school playing corner at the time. He talks about studying plays in the summer as an athlete who was playing corner in high school on the football team. And in 2009, Cole dropped the warm up while Jid was in football warm-ups. Playing Wheezy. And I think this is just a beautiful full circle moment. I mean, there are multiple full circle moments going on the album, from talking about eating bologna sandwiches and then getting to a place where if somebody made you one, you would kill them, and then getting to a place where you're nostalgic for them. Then we have him talking about how he used to listen to Lil Wayne. Now he has Lil Wayne on the album. At the same time, he was coming up listening to J. Cole. Then ultimately, J. Cole would go on to sign him later. Just a whole bunch of full circle stuff going on between rappers and sandwiches.
Lines going through my mind like a paper piece. While in cover 3, playing nickel, doing safety reads. Watch the flats. I can rap, but I'd rather tackle and pedal back. Get a pick when my growth spurt hit. I'ma be captain, and I was around 2010, no cap. I got freshman player of the year and figured I was on track. This nigga Pat been in my ear talking about rhyming on tracks. So after practice, we recorded, then we got it on wax. And on campus, I heard about a couple rappers from Atlanta. Said them niggas be snapping, maybe we could make something happen and shit. I wasn't serious enough to even be curious, and we lose like every game, so every day I be furious. So the spirit of a nigga had changed, to the point I had to reframe and focus my skills for other things. I took the steering wheel, I'm steering in other lanes, but my fuel on low and my oil need to be changed.
I really enjoy the laid-back, linear storytelling we get from Jid here. I love how he weaves in his experience playing football into the story to show where he was at throughout his journey. I could rap, but I rather tackle and pedal back. He talks about going to college and hearing about Earth Gang and considering collaborating with them. I also really appreciate him saying I wasn't serious enough to be curious, and we lose like every game, so every day I'd be furious. It really got me thinking like, if Jid's football team was better, would he have just not cared about rapping as much and just locked in on football? That would have been quite a shame. After he starts focusing a little bit more on rapping, then we get a inclusion here from current Dreamville president Ibrahim Hamad.
When my oil need to be changed. Amongst all the other shit that's going in my brain, my brother got out of jail, I only know him by name. He did a nickel and a dime, and time probably be staying with my mama and dad, probably get mad acting lame sometimes. Look, the sideline story came out September 2011. Eve said around that time,
we was hunting for a record under lots of pressure. Just combine the leverage with a better effort. You can find a sound and get us out the underground forever.
Maybe you can bless a little brown effervescent kid, youngest of 7 from the 6-8 section, section 80 drop. Yeah, we used to play that shit to death, and if I recollect correct, you tried to sign up for yourself.
Super dope to drop that bit of high power instrumental in after mentioning Section 80. Apparently J. Cole tried to sign Kendrick, which is funny because they're only like 2 or 3 years apart. I think J. Cole is like 2 years older than Kendrick Lamar. I'm not saying J. Cole wouldn't have young Boogeyman's best interest at heart, but thank God that didn't happen. This also reminds me of that one clip where Nardwuar is asking J. Cole about Kendrick.
Did you tell Dr. Dre about Kendrick?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
But yeah, we get a little bit of lore from Jid's college days here.
You tried to sign up for yourself. All the while I was round my out of town college wildin' out. Restaurants, destined dine and dash and call it dining out. Fucking bitches supposed to be in class, but I was hiding out. My friends take a little shot, smoke a lot of cannabis. Coolest nigga on the campus. Now niggas skipping practices and acting like a rock star. Going from in the dorm to in the car, leaving the football field. But fuck that, we still sorry. And the problems from the home front. On my home screen calling me, I don't wanna answer. My brother Carl hit me, said my granny had cancer. I'm supposed to graduate and make my way back to Atlanta, no job, no money or nothing from balling, because between that and school, that was really all. And maybe here's the back that broke the camel with the straw. I wasn't on camera with them amateurs that they saw, but they said they still caught me and my dog stealing boxes like Craig on his day off. Called us in the office day before we post a walk. Called the squad car, a couple officers. I knew bro was finna tell, he was looking nauseous. Now I'm sitting in the cell, nigga double crossed us. Crossed me off the list for scholarship because I lost it.
Jid was not doing well in college. He's dining and dashing. He's missing his classes. There's smoking and there's drinking in his vicinity. He's skipping football practice. And to make matters worse, his granny has cancer and he has nothing to show for his time away from Atlanta. He has no job, no money, not going to classes, no prospects. And he ends up losing his scholarship. And his dad ends up kicking him out of the house. Now, things are bad, obviously, but we get this inclusion from Jid's father before we transition into the next part of the song. And when I tell you, listening to this morning literally had me tearing up, considering, you know, we're from the future. And also, you know, not to make this about me, Derapy, but I feel like I can relate to it in a way. trying to explain to people that you're going to like pursue an art form, having your family go from being skeptical of what you do to ultimately being accepting and then encouraging you. Also, the transitions between segments and the way that the instrumentals change and the way that it progresses, it's just super sweet.
Me off the list for scholarship because I lost it. No more football, my red shirt, senior season exhausted. So I'm off it and I'm right back in Atlanta with a half a gram of weed in a gold Pontiac that my granny had bought for me. I was sleeping in the back, my dad kicked me in the streets. When he saw my neck tatted, then I told him I was rapping for school, no going back. He said, if I cannot follow his rules, just go and pack. Told you he be acting lame sometimes.
Now, I'm typically not a fan of a bunch of yapping in my rap songs, but when it ties into the story so beautifully like this, I will absolutely allow it.
This my son. He came from these nuts. This Negro come back from school, all tatted up like the Sistine Chapel, talking about he ain't playing football no more because he know he ain't going pro. He left on a full scholarship to go to school and get a degree because we taught education was the number one thing. Anyway, he came back determined to do what he was determined to do, and I know because he is who he is, we taught him, hey, whatever you do, put your full self into it, so he did that. Anyway, he's back home, I ain't with that, so I'm saying, hey, you got to go to work, and he's saying, hey, this is my job, what I'm about to do, so I'm like, hey man, sometimes you got to work to do what you really want to do. We went through this whole brain wrestle, but anyway, he won. He decided that, hey, Dad, I'm putting this thing, I'm doing this is my job, and he committed to it, and hey, the rest is history. I'm looking at him, I believe in him, I know what was in him. All him and his brothers and sisters, they all got the same mindset. Do your best, give 100%, or don't do it at all. So I know whatever he put his all into, it was gonna be golden. Anyway,
look, March 10th, 2017, the Never story dropped, and I'm coming off a tour with
Tory Lanez sucks. So we have Jid's dad putting a real shift in, sharing his perspective on Jid leaving college to come home, saying that he's just gonna rap. I can completely understand Jid's dad's perspective, being like, dog, you sound crazy right now. No football, no college, but you come back with tats, talking about raps. Like, bro, just go on ahead and bounce. But over time, Jid would prove that he made the right choice, locking in on the lines, putting pen to pad, belt to behind, to become rap divine. Stop! Or whatever. The transition to the third verse is just glorious and triumphant, and you just know that it's getting wrapped up tightly by the destined guy.
And I'm coming off a tour with that was 3 years after opening up for Ab Soul, but it's Earth Gang set. I only came to do a song. Dope Burger used to say, hey bro, this little nigga cold. Keep on doing what you doing, you gon' make it, you gon' blow. I ain't know that said that went ahead and played my shit for Cole, but I knew he knew the game, and he pulled up to a show, and then that's where we first met, but I ain't think of it no more. Till said Brown said that I should open up for Omen on my own shit if I want it. Only 4 cities, maybe we get Rob Gibbs on the phone in. I gotta hone in the game, grown men uncomfortable in their own skin, but all I wanted was a chance. It feel like I'm in the mannequin challenge. Still stands, but I'm still standing. Till my nigga lent a hand and I'm no longer stranded, looking for strength in the streets of East Atlanta. Mama said don't take advice, they gon' try and take advantage. I was about to sign with Coach K, I ain't take the advance. Cole say hold on, wait bro, I got the plan, so come on. Damn little nigga, come on. Shit, let's roll.
After meeting the right people, shaking the right hands, performing in the right place at the right time, and said Brown playing his music for Cole, Jid would get the invite to go kick it with the man himself.
That's crazy. Yo, Jid, I remember you came to the crib. Remember this after we had met, and I told you and Earth Gang to pull up to the crib in Carolina. It's the studio house. I wasn't on no shit like, yo, I'm trying to do some Dreamville shit with y'all now. There wasn't no talk or no deal. I didn't even know if I wanted to sign niggas. I just knew y'all was dope. I fuck with you. Just pull up. Let's see what the vibe is like. Let's work. In my mind, if something happened, it happened. If not, then cool. Niggas just got a chance to link and kick it. But while we was there, the thing that I noticed off rip, I said, oh, this nigga want it. This nigga really want it. That look in your eye, nigga, I know that look. I know that look too well. But a lot of niggas want it. The thing I notice about you, my nigga, off rip, this nigga don't just want it. He willing to do the work that it takes to get it. And that's the difference. That's the separator. That's the difference between the niggas that never get what they want and the niggas whose names ring out forever. Forever.
This is one of the best rap albums I've ever heard. I actually put out a community post on YouTube asking people their favorite song from it, and there's so many different answers. Like, no joke, almost every single song on the album can be found in the comments of that community post. I've never seen anything like it before. The album has 16 songs, and I swear like 12 or 13 of those songs I saw as somebody's favorite, which means that you can really tell from front to back there's just quality all throughout the album. Radar, Dance Now, Crack Sandwich, and Can't Punk Me are basically perfect tracks in my opinion. I think Surround Sound is the most popular song from the album, and 21 Savage's feature on it is actually great. Cody Blue 31 is perfect and incredibly powerful and emotional and impactful, and almost every time I hear it I have to like calm myself and be like, yo, it's just a song. The singing, the story are impeccable. The duo tracks, or maybe brother-sister tracks that are Bruddanem and Sistanem, they're awesome. Can't Make You Change with Ari Lennox is just, it's pretty funny actually, but it's such a pretty song and it's well performed, and the features really all over the album are just incredible. I can't really think of like a bad feature. I sing along to that bridge on Can't Make You Change all the time, by the way. Many people say that Stars is their favorite track. I saw that a lot on the community post. It's one that kind of grew on me a little bit. I think it's one of the more underrated tracks. Yasin Bey at the end is like tough. It's a tough feature. And the beat switch is also great. Just in Time, we get a actually good Lil Wayne feature. Very hit or miss in the past half decade. It's either like, oh, this is vintage Wayne, or he could have kept it. And Kenny Mason actually holds his own with Wayne and Jid on that track. Money is one of my favorite songs, period. Better Days is beautiful and uplifting. A Louder 2 is a gorgeous closer, or so you think, until 2007, which has great storytelling. The beat choice and progression of that beat is awesome. Jid's dad and J. Cole's yapping even wrap up the album perfectly and tell a full Forever story. I am feeling like the strongest of 9s to even
9.
A light 10.
10
on the album. Strong 9 to a light 10. It's the best. It's been 3 years since this came out, and I don't think there are 3 rap albums that have been released since that are better. But by all means, let me know what's better than this. I would love to hear that album. Also, what's your favorite song? What's your favorite song from this project? Will Jid's next project be better? Please comment. I'm going to read every single one of them. Is he already better than J. Cole? What album should I break down in multiple parts like this next? And thank you, of course, to Ethan Arbuckle and Johnny Car Wash for sponsoring today's show. Please consider supporting the channel for $1. Become a member for $1.
Uno.
Join the Big Derps for $1. Join the members only Discord. Get all the live streams available to you for $1. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for tapping in. Love you. Mean it. Spread the bread. And enjoy the outro by, I don't know, Miss Lauryn Hill.